All right, folks, next up on the block, we have from the X-Men, from Marvel Comics, and from ToyBiz, we have Killin right here. Or at least that's, I'm assuming, what his name is. That's the thing about comic books is you read them, you never hear them pronounced unless they become kind of popular, and this one hasn't. I don't know that he's appeared in, perhaps in the 90s cartoon, but anyway, the character's name comes from Colin, so I assume it's going to be pronounced Killin. Plus, he's got swords, so he probably does some killing. Anyway, this is Killin right here with his twin striking swords. I've thrown in the size marker just so you get an idea of how big he is. A little bit smaller than what would come later from ToyBiz with their Marvel Legends. Just slightly. And then we'll flip them over. We'll get some photos of the back for the catalog. You can see this and all the other items we've got available at TheBigToyAuction.com in our next auction. So we'll look at the bubble on him right here. I'm trying to get an angle for you where he goes straight down to the white background. If you look, he's mostly clear. It's just in the beginning stages of starting to yellow a little bit. That happens sometimes when one of these is stored in hot or humid conditions. Well, let's take a look at the bubble itself. It's tight on the card. No damage to it, no crush wear, no cracks or anything like that. And I'm gonna we'll start on the back so you can see the light as it shines on here. We'll point out any kind of that light will point out any flaws. We like to be able to do that. We'll show you any bending. A little bending on the card, as you can see right there. It's not 100% perfectly straight, but pretty good. But no tears, no dog ears, anything like that. And roughly the same on the front. So all around, nice figure. So head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see this and all the other items. This is from the X-Men ToyBiz Killin. Here we go, folks. Next up on the block here, we've got Senyaka from ToyBiz. Not a lot of Sri Lankan mutants out there, but here's one. Has kind of the same powers as Rogue, in that he sucks energy from people. I lived with a Sri Lankan once. She didn't suck energy from anybody. She was nice person all around. Although she probably would have made an awesome X-Men. Mad Dog, wherever you're out. But this is a little bit smaller than the figures that would come later from ToyBiz, the Marvel Legends. So I'll show you that. You can see roughly the size of this guy right here. We'll flip him over so we get some photos of the back of this as well, and then I'll really we'll start to talk about him a little bit. So as you can see, just beginning to yellow, that card. That happens over time, but reasonably clear. Certainly fine to, if you're displaying him on a shelf, he's going to look just like this. That looks really fantastic. For some reason, you're going to send him in to AFA. I wouldn't, but that's just me. You're certainly welcome to collect and do anything you like. I like to display these or have them out, crack them open, play with them, let the kids run rampant with them. Point out some, hope not water damage. I don't think it is. I think it just got jabbed like that at the corner. You can see right there that bubble. A lot of times that's indicative either of water damage or some humidity and some heat. Causes it to steam up like that, but it could just be a bang to it. Either way, none of that appears in here, so the figure is fine. A little bit of damage to the card. Ooh, let's get that light off of it. Let it die down a little bit. Sometimes the camera just wants to overcompensate. And we'll show you the light as it shines here. So you see a little bit of a bend right there. But overall, great figure, pretty good card, and a nice addition to your collection, whether it be Marvel, Marvel Legends, just X-Men stuff in general. So head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com where you can see this guy and all of his drinking buddies. You can leave your pre-bids, or you can join us live as we close live on auction day. Either way, I think you're going to enjoy this one. All right, everybody's favorite right here of the Evil Mutants. This is pretty much their de facto leader. This is Magneto. As you see him right there. Now, there's been plenty of versions of him before and since, but this is a pretty good one from ToyBiz. And is that... Let me look at that. I thought for a second there that might have been a soft goods cape, but it's not. It is a what appears to be a vinyl cape. Like most of these from that era, this is 93 or 94. Let me just double check. The back here, I see a copyright in 93. Let's get a picture of the back while we're here. The catalog. And I'll walk you through. So you can see a little bit right there on the corner. Some bending. Happens with figures of this age quite a bit. The overall card is bent over that way, but not creased. So for those of you in the know on how to do that sort of thing, but there is a little bit of creasing right there. Doesn't look like it breaks color, but I'll let you check that out yourself. Let's let the light get on it there. Go. Sometimes that can be kind of steamed out, kind of pressed out like you do with comic books. Not the same way, obviously, but a similar method. And then right here you can see where it's actually lifting up. So is a candidate for grading? I don't know. I don't think it would be, but we always let you decide. Either way, we try to show you as much as you need to know about it. Have I thrown in the size marker? Speaking of knowing things about it, here's roughly the size. So you can see the difference between this and the Marvel Legends that would come later. Articulation is different as well, but overall, a really nice throwback figure. Great for your collection, whether it be X-Men or toys. Just some good stuff all around. Head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com. You can see this and all the other items. You can leave your pre-bids right here, right now, or you can join us on auction day and increase your chances of winning. Either way, we look forward to seeing you at the auction.